nature at the defensive tackle position. Yes, he's as big as they come, but still plenty agile. He's able to make a nice play there to swallow up the ball carrier.
This will be play number 7 on the drive. 3rd and a yard. Tagovailoa working out of the gun. Fine work by the Patriot D there, and it's 4th down. That close on 3rd down, I think everybody probably expecting a run. Instead, they go to the air on 3rd and short yardage.
I realize this is a passing league, and they're liable to throw the ball on any down and distance. But that short, I do question the call. Run the football and pick it up.
And no move to get the offense off the field. They'll stay put on 4th and 1. They run forward with Breida, and he takes it into the end zone for the Dolphin touchdown. Matt Breida with his 14th touchdown of the year, 2nd of the game. And the Dolphins are able to extend that advantage. And it is now 21-0.
Makes the score Dolphins 21. Patriots nothing.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. That's fielded on the back line of the end zone. And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Costs him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20.
The Patriots take over 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
The Pats at the line, ready to go. And some dangerous territory. You're already down 3 scores. A 3-and-out here, or an inability to put any points up. This one might be over by half.
Yeah, and what you also have to guard against is calling every play for a big shot downfield. You know, thinking you're going to get all these points back on one drive. You're not. And last time I looked, it's still the first half. I'm not saying you have ultimate patience here, but you also don't have to go ahead and force everything either.
Here's a 2nd and 5 now from the 25. Out of the gun, Newton. And that's complete to the tight end, Devin Asiasi. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. 39 yards the distance covered on the catch and run.
1st down, New England.
So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10. From the gun, here's Newton. His throw incomplete. He was looking for Julian Edelman that time. And that'll bring up 2nd down.
To this point, I've been impressed with the work defensively. They have not allowed a lot of receivers to run free. And there's another example, another incompletion.
Back to the air, Newton on 2nd down. It's caught by Quincy Enunwa. And he's got another 1st down as he's brought down at the Dolphins' 26. It's a 1st down on a gain of 10.
And a Patriot 1st down.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Now a give to White. And he'll be tackled at the 23 after a gain of 3.
Ball carrier.
Well, that's just a pile of bodies there, and that's when you kind of find out who's a tough guy, right? Who can stand up and make a play. It was only a 3-yard run, but for both sides, they had to walk away from that feeling like, okay, I can stand up when the going gets tough in here.
On 2nd and 7, Newton flush to his right. Open man is Asiasi, the tight end. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. And this is picked up by the Dolphins. Obviously, you got to hold on to the football, but I've got to give credit to the defense there. Good job of knocking it free.
Yeah, because a lot of the time we just blame the offensive players for not taking care of it. How about the effort of the defensive players knowing that guys are going to, and if they're good, anticipate the contact coming and try and cover up the football. And they still find ways to knock it free.
So possession still theirs, but now they face a 3rd down. Following the fumble recovery, Newton. And he will not be able to hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. The coverage strong, and now it's 4th down. Now the Patriots going to use one of their timeouts. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime. A reminder, coming up at halftime, we'll send you up to Orlando. Jonathan Coachman is there, and he'll have stats and scores from a busy Sunday in the NFL. Now, meanwhile, they go for it on 4th down, and my goodness, incomplete. Well, it looked like he had it and dropped it, and the Dolphins' defense is able to hold.
The turnover on downs.
On 1st down, Tagovailoa buying time to his left. And he'll toss this one incomplete. Seeing no options, he throws it away. Got out of the pocket. Didn't look like he had anybody open, Charles, so just gets rid of it.
And a good play by him. If no one's open and you don't have a running lane that you want to take, make the right choice. Get rid of it. Live to fight another down.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Out of the shotgun, Breida. He'll get only 3 there, so it leaves him with a 3rd and 7 ahead. Now the Patriots will use the 2nd of their timeouts as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important 3rd down. Here's Tua. They'll set up a screen for Breida. And he will be very close to a 1st down, but I see the closed fist of the referee, and that means 4th down.
A gain of 6
Instead of throwing it downfield, Charles, they just tried to dump it underneath there. You like the call?
I do. I think it's a high percentage play because you get the completion, and what you're counting on is your back to use his legs and his elusiveness to make people miss and pick up the 1st down. In this case, it didn't happen.
Take over 1st and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
The Pats at the line, ready to go. And we don't want to call this desperation time, especially in the 2nd quarter, but you're down.
You don't want to.
Well, no, but let me finish.
Okay, my bad.
You're down 3 scores already. You've done nothing offensively, nothing on the scoreboard. That's not a good combination.
I think you just called it desperation time. I think you did. But let's face it, you mentioned this to me on a break earlier in the game. The energy level hasn't been there right from the start. We've noticed that. They've got to find a way to get on their toes and start punching instead of retreating, to use a boxing analogy.
A false start backs him up 5, 1st and 15. To throw is Newton. And he'll get this one way up just shy of the 45-yard line. 25 yards that time.
It's a gain of
Took just one play to move all the way to the 44 as they try again on 1st down. Now a throw complete to his fullback out of the backfield. That catch good for only a couple.
I wouldn't be surprised to see the next step in utilizing this position to actually utilize more of a scat back in this spot, because we saw the catch there, right? He made it, but he's a bigger, stronger guy, maybe not quite as elusive as maybe someone else you would put there.
Yeah, didn't get the big yardage there you might out of a smaller back. So 2nd and 8 here after the pass play for 2 yards on 1st down. From the gun, Newton being chased out left. And his throw is incomplete. He was looking for his tight end, Devin Asiasi there. And that takes us from 2nd to 3rd down.
That was an interesting look there, because as soon as he got outside the pocket, I thought he was going to take off and run for yardage. But what often happens now with these quarterbacks who can move, defenses want to try and keep bodies in front of them, and I think that discouraged him from taking off and made him try a pass down.
He rifles one that's intercepted. Trevor Williams with a pick. And he'll get this one out to the 50 to the midfield stripe.
You're trailing. You're trying to get points late in half. I absolutely understand that. But remember, it's all about the ball. And without the ball, you can't get those points. They just turned it over.
Now you got to be careful because that deficit can get a little bigger on the other side with that good field position they just took over with. He'll try and run it. To a hit, and the ball is out. And it's picked up by the Patriots. And they have the football and will set up shop at the 33-yard line. Had some good yardage there, too, before he fumbled that football, Charles.
Yeah, just think about it this way. Running backs, as a general rule, they kind of know when the end of a run is near, and you notice how they cover up, right? They protect the football. Sometimes quarterbacks forget that out in the open field. After a while, you start to wonder, does the running back coach visit the quarterback coach and say, hey, I can help you with this. We can protect this and make sure we keep the ball.
Newton. This is White on the screen. 3 yards the gain there, second down. That first down completion only netted him 3. 2nd and 7. And that is incomplete. Down to 15 seconds now. He was looking for a Nunwa there, and it's 3rd down.
It's 3rd down and 7 yards to go.
They head to the line facing a 3rd and 7 following the incompletion on 2nd down. Operating from the gun, Newton. And he'll have his man, that's Edelman. The 20, 10, and all the way in. Touchdown, New England. Julian Edelman in the final seconds of the first half. And the Patriots make some inroads here on that deficit. The way this one was going, you just got the sense they needed something before half. They've at least got something on the board now. Still trailing, but a good sign.
That takes me back to our preseason tour of NFL camps. You remember we talked with that one coach who said his emphasis this year was scoring in the last 2 minutes of a half, heading into the locker room. This hits it right there. Take that momentum, take that good feeling, and take it to the locker room, regroup, and start over. They got it here.
They did indeed, and a lot of football, full half to be played. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
On the return, the Dolphins take over 1st and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
First down Miami as they get set to start the drive. Time for a final kneel down or a safe run, and then they can head to the locker room with a lead.
Yeah, or they can even run a screen. You know, something they feel is somewhat safe that might actually pop and turn into a big play. That's what you usually run in this situation.
Or go 4 verticals because why not?
Because you're feeling it, right? You're just feeling it.
So we have come to halftime in what's already a 2-touchdown game. As we send you up to Orlando to check in with Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. The Patriots trailing here, but they will have the football first as the 3rd quarter is underway. Fielded a couple yards into the end zone. And ultimately, he stopped right where he would have been if he had simply gone down to a knee at the 25.
25-yard line.
Newton and the Patriots with a 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. They'll start the drive with a give to White. And he'll be upended at the 28-yard line. Just a 3-yard gain there. A gain of 3, 2nd down.
Well, they still have time to get him established, but in my estimation, they've got to pick up the urgency here. They've got to get quickly in and out of the huddle and run off a bunch more plays.
They stay on the ground with White. A pickup of about 3 yards as he's taken down at the 31.
He's brought down.
Well, they're hoping that the second half is better for him than the first half. They've got to find a way to get him going. He's a big part of their offense.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. They defer to White out of the shotgun. And he's able to get the first before he's taken down at the 36. They get 5 out of that one, and it moves the chains.
5-yard gain on the play.
They'll try the air now with Newton. Dancing to his left. Now he'll pull it down. The ball comes out, and this is picked up by the Dolphins. So they elect to decline it.
And why not? Just go ahead and let the play stand, and they'll take that.
So the special teams penalty cost some yardage there as they come out on 1st and 10. Here's a handoff left side to Breida. And he'll get this down only to about the 46.
Breida on the carry.
Give him a couple on the carry there. 2nd and 8.
6-yard line.
Oh, that's a real nice job there by the defensive front. They just engaged and held their ground. But how about the guy who made the play? We often talk about whether they take a good first step or not. Many times you just don't take any step. Just get your feet moving, get your body going, and then once he made the read, he was able to make the play.
Parker the intended target, and it's 3rd down.
And those two just haven't been in sync thus far. They've done a nice job against him, but still, with his talent, you would expect them to have more completions to him in this game.
So the failure to connect on 2nd down, that leaves them staring up here at a 3rd and 8. From the gun, it's Tua. It's complete to Graham. And he works it past the 30, almost to the 25. Good. 18 big yards on that one, and a Miami first.
1st and 10.
And now we get into the psychology of the whole thing, because a lot of teams with a 2-score lead in the 3rd quarter, they almost become defensive with their offense, just playing not to lose. I think with this team, you got to figure at this point, this is a great spot for them to go into attack mode, really try and put the hammer down and finish this one off.
Running out of the gun here, Breida. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there.
Brought down right.
Officially no gain on the play, and it's 2nd down.
2nd and 10 at the 27-yard line.
So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. Here's Tagovailoa to throw. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Jason McCourty, and he is going to get this one back to the 20-yard line. They've got a pretty comfortable lead right now, but maybe a little too careless with the football that time for the rookie.
I think the key word there is comfortable, and there's 2 schools of thought on it. With that type of a lead, maybe you can take a few more chances because you have a cushion. Others will tell you, don't eat up the cushion with careless play. He'll learn to ride that line as he moves on in his career.
This will be a short gain of 3 before he's brought down at the 22.
New England ball carrier.
Now, they struggled to get him rolling on the ground in the first half, and that's sort of continuing here in the 3rd quarter.
Yeah, but I don't think it's time to abandon the running game. I would say keep feeding the horse, and I believe he'll eventually reward them, especially as we get deeper in the game.
Three yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. From the gun, Newton. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down.
You get the sense that they're saying we're not playing up to what we're capable of, and we're deep enough into the game that the early jitters are long gone, that they should now have some sense of continuity and be able to make some of these plays that they have not been doing so far.
Throwing on 3rd down, Newton. Forced out to his left. Newton able to use those legs and get past the marker to pick up the first. So an instance there of Cam being Cam. We know he can use his legs.
And with that big body, it's hard to get him down, even if you get a clear shot on him. Plus, he moves it a lot faster than what people think. And boy, does he have fun playing the game of football.
And he'll only get a yard, maybe 2, up to the 46.
The ball carrier. He was tackled at the 46-yard line. 2 yards on the pickup.
Throwing on 2nd and 8. Newton steps away to his left. Getting it out left side to Sanu. And he's going to be taken down here with a penalty flag on the field. That's a good chunk of yardage. It's going to be canceled out.
And we always talk about hidden yardage in a game. That's going to count as that because now it doesn't go on the books, but now they have to make that up again, don't they?
He completes it right side to White. And he'll take this to the 47, but no further as they get him down well short of the line to gain. 5 yards, not enough, and it'll be 4th down. The Patriots send out their punter as he'll kick it away for the second time. And now a low liner. I think he mishit it. Fair catch signaled for and taken just shy of the 30-yard line. Just 21 yards on the punt there. And out will come the offense as they take over. On the NFL scoreboard elsewhere, third quarter in Denver. And you saw the score at the bottom of your screen a moment ago. We got a good one going on there. And we'll keep an eye on that one as our game goes along here. Throwing here to start the drive as they connect left side. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. 23 yards, the final tally.
At the 49-yard line.
They run with Breida. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown, because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
So they'll come up after the gain of 7 on a 2nd and 3. They stay on the ground. Again, it's Breida. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 45-yard line. He'll wind up losing 3. And now it's 3rd down. And that is going to do it for this third quarter of action. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. Dolphins on 3rd down. They've converted 3 out of 5 thus far. This will be 3rd and 6. Tua sets up to pass it. That'll be complete to Breida. And he's going to have the first down at about the 38. Able to get what they need to keep the drive going with a 6-yard pickup on 3rd down.
1st and 10 at the 38-yard line.
Sometimes I need a check, not the sneakers, but the ones that make you watch your step.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Going to the air, Tagovailoa. And throw right side complete to Parker. And he's going to get this inside the 30. A 10-yard pickup, and it's enough for a Dolphins first down.
These guys are running offense like you drive. The pedal is down, stomped down. How about that? Back-to-back completions. They are rolling.
So much for being conservative and running that football. Tua now on 1st down. That's complete to his tight end, Mike Gesicki. And taking it to the 15-yard line before he's brought down. A 14-yard gain there as they look to improve this 14-point lead.
First down. 1st and 10 at the 15-yard line.
Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's 1st and 10. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. And he's got his tight end, Gesicki, in the end zone. Touchdown, Dolphins.
Touchdown.
Mike Gesicki, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Dolphins are able to grow their lead. Trying to bust out of that losing funk, and these fans have to like this. And all right, fellas, this is more like it.
And I know that if this holds up after the game, they're going to give the fans a lot of credit being at home, getting the support. But you and I both know it goes deeper than that. They had to get it together in their own facility, look each other in the eye and say, okay, what's it going to take to break this losing streak? And they really came together with a good week of practice.
Fielded near the back of the end zone. And it'll come out to the 25 as he will not attempt to return.
25-yard line.
The Pats at the line, ready to go. Their mini two-game win streak appears it might be going by the wayside unless they can pull a rabbit out of their hat. They begin the drive on the ground. It's White. And from the 25, they work this to the 29, a gain of 4.
The New England ball carrier.
He continues to struggle to find a crease to break off a big one and might need to just put that aside and just try and ram his way forward and get what he can.
They'll work from the 29 on 2nd and 6.
Let's set a tone, fellas. Let's set a tone.
They keep it on the ground. White again. He works his way forward for a couple up past the 30.
Right, the ball carrier.
Seems pretty obvious defensively a key was stopping the run game. How have they done it so successfully?
To me, it seems that these guys really did a nice job of paying attention during the scouting report meeting. And you know, Brandon, when they do those, they talk about the top plays that these guys like to run. The best runs for the top running back, those are the ones you focus on and want to take away. And they've done that pretty successfully in this game.
24 yards.
That one good for 24 yards.
First down, Patriots.
So now 1st and 10 as they've crossed into Miami territory at the 45-yard line. Here's Newton. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down.
You know, on these types of plays, we're always looking to assess blame. Okay, where did it break down? Sometimes it's just a great play.
Don't need it all back at once, but you figure they're going to need something here. 17 yards to go on 2nd down. On the handoff, this is White. It's a pickup of 12, and that'll set up a 3rd down. I was pretty surprised there when they lined up to run it on 2nd and long, but it worked out for them.
It certainly did, and that requires some confidence, some fortitude, and a little bit of hope, doesn't it? You hope you catch the defense just right and break off a big run to help yourself out on the next down.
Opting to run again here with White. And after the good gain last play, this time they say, as he's going to be stopped behind the line of scrimmage. Losing 2 yards that time, and now it's 4th down.
2 yards. Brings up 4th down.
And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter, let's see how this plays out. So the Patriots with a football as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. And he's got Edelman on the out route. That's complete. And now this is going to depend on the spot. And they say he's just short. They had to go for it with such little time remaining. And the Dolphins defense is able to hold. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. And it is starting to appear, thankfully for them, that this is the week they're going to put it all together and end that long losing streak. They're not home yet, but in control in the 4th quarter. And that play is blown up, losing yardage back at the 35. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
2nd and 12 at the 35-yard line.
So the opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12. That one looks like he'll throw here. Able to find Shaheen here. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. 19 yards to pick up there. Move the chains.
46-yard line.
Nice job there of utilizing his big target. He didn't overthink it. Understands the catch radius. Understands that he knows how to use his body to keep defenders away from the ball. And puts it right out there for the nice pickup.
They'll run with a former Bear and Eagle. It's Jordan Howard. A solid run on first down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a 2nd and 3.
I know that every now and then we get in those meetings with coaches, and you almost want to roll your eyes when they talk about staying on schedule when they're moving the football. But would you say a 7-yard run is ahead of schedule?
Fourth quarter with the lead, you love that, don't you?
No doubt about it, because staying on schedule is trying to get 4 downs on first down. They did that plus 3.
So a victory here for the Miami Dolphins. And it was their defense that really made the statement after the break. They pitched the second-half shutout.
Yeah, think about the team that just got vanquished. They did score in the second quarter. Do you think they thought at all that that would be their last points of the game?
No, but what a second half. The adjustment, whatever they did in the locker room, it certainly worked.
It certainly did, and you're exactly right. Whether it was an adjustment, whether it was just more focus on what they planned.